display. The EVP show keeps the drama in play. It's good. Let's go, where the heroes rise and the legends grow. CJP brings the shots, you know. The EVP show, it's out of control.
Okay, that's really big. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. I had no idea what was going on with that. I thought I was just gonna pop up on the screen. I'm like really big now, so um, I have zero in here like playing around with it. Not no idea why I didn't pop up on the screen to start with. So another technical difficulty. But I'm here. Um, but yeah, I really feel like you know. Oh, I disappeared again. Uh, okay, here I go. All right. So, um, the turning point for me was, like I said, when Roman pushed Jay out of the way, um, and basically took the spear, from Braun Breaker. Yeah, it's definitely a Mercury retrograde. It is. It's happened to me twice in a row. I thought like I did the intro, like everything was great, and then like I can see myself at the bottom of the screen, but I never popped up in like the big frame. So I'm like, okay, what's going on now? Um, but yeah, he took that spear, which is a sign, like I said, that he really believed that um Jey Uso's main event Jey Uso now. And also like ultimately, like I said on a previous stream, like I really feel like it's gonna lead to Braun Breaker and Roman at some point. I think probably like a WrestleMania type match. I don't think they're gonna do that in Paris. I know I saw like at the end, there was kind of clips of Braun having to be helped to the back by Paul Heyman, but kind of get to that at the end. I mean, he had something wrapped around his leg, but seemed to be moving around a little bit better. Don't have a full like recap on what happened with that. But yeah, I want to put this comment up here. I don't know what Ryan's talking about. I have no idea why I was not on the screen. Mercury retrograde at its finest. So, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso. So once um, Roman took the spear, Jey hit Bronson Reed with the super kick, and that set up, you know, Jay going up to the top and hitting the Uso splash and getting the 1, 2, 3 over Bronson Reed. I had a feeling maybe that um, Braun was going to pin Bronson or Brian Breaker to maybe lead to Clash in Paris, but WWE decided to go a different direction for sure. I'll put that up there. Evelyn, for real, Elliot, I have mixed feelings about it. I feel for Punk because the storyline also shows a cracks in the relationship with Triple H and Punk. However, I saw the moment and the work coming. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get to that. Um, Definitely a monumental moment in WWE. It definitely was. So Roman Reigns and Jey Uso secure the victory to open night one, which is a great way to open night one. Um, Obviously, if you guys want to comment on it, just feel free to comment. I'll put your comments up, and I'll answer them the best way that I know how. Obviously, it, it's been a long day, so yeah, great match, great way to start the PLE. Got the crowd into it, got the crowd happy. I think that's the right way to start a PLE. I think they're probably going to do the same thing tomorrow. I feel like we're probably going to see a triple threat with um, Naomi and okay, um, with Naomi and Io and Rhea. I think may kick off night two tomorrow, but we will see. Um, Just 1 second, guys. I'm really sorry. All right, sorry about that. I had to answer a quick Discord message. We're trying to figure out. Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the what went on with the why I didn't pop up on on the screen. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm okay, Ryan. Thank you. All right, so Roman Reigns, Jey Uso just get the victory. We're gonna move on to the second match, which for me was yes, the intro did play. Did you guys not see the intro? The intro definitely played. Okay, the intro played, Ryan. The 30-second countdown and my intro played. You just have to go back and watch it. Oh, so there was no intro. Hmm. So you guys didn't see the intro at all. That's interesting. Okay. Well, maybe I'll try to do an outro then. I have no idea. Um, yeah, sorry. You heard it, but you just didn't see it. Is that basically what it is? Okay. All right, so we're gonna move to match two. We'll get it figured out by tomorrow night. Basically, there will be a SummerSlam recap night two tomorrow, same time, same place, same channel. But we'll get it figured out. So night two. I saw something was switching devices from the YouTube I was watching. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back and watch it when it's over and see. I'll get with a Zero and Ryan and okay, you didn't see it either, Colin. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get with Zero and Ryan and see what happened. Because I definitely hit the intro to come on. So all right, so we're gonna get to match number two, which was for the women's tag titles. I was like, all right, like I'm off to a good start, 2-0. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defended against Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. I absolutely love this match. It was phenomenal. Um, for the first time, I know there's a lot of Charlotte haters out there, but you can really see that she's like enjoying herself, smiling, just overall, just excellent match. It even had me like concerned. I get okay. So Zero said it bugged out. Hopefully it doesn't do this tomorrow. Because I did start early. Well, I mean, I thought this stuff was already ready to go. So sorry you guys didn't see the intro. I'll play the outro though. All right. So yeah, I'm a big Charlotte player fan. Obviously, you guys know if you follow me on X. Um, Charlotte looked really good. Alexa looked good. Roxanne, Raquel, all of them looked really good. Um, I think WWE did a good job because like when Charlotte kind of got taken out, and then like she come up in the like Alexa made the save when Charlotte was about to get pinned, and like Alexa was pumped up. She was like super excited about making the save. Um, but then she hits the finisher on Well, she gets ready to hit the finisher on Roxanne, and you can see Charlotte stand up in the corner and act like, she's going to. I don't know. For a second, it seemed like maybe here comes the old Charlotte. Is she gonna like smack like clothesline Alexa from behind? Like, are we really gonna get the turn right now? Because this story's been great. With the big sister, little sister thing. But obviously she booted Raquel. But I think that may have been an Easter egg for things to come on down the road. I do feel like Charlotte is going to probably turn on Alexa at some point. But I think they're having a lot of fun right now, and I think they can elevate the titles. But Charlotte Flair hits the boot to Raquel Rodriguez, and Alexa Bliss hits the her former sister Abigail on Roxanne Perez for the 1, 2, 3, and we have new women's tag team champions, which was definitely the right call. I thought maybe we'd see Liv. I know she can't get physical, but I know she tweeted afterwards, like making fun of you know Raquel and Roxanne losing, which was hilarious. She was like, "Oops." But Charlotte and Alexa I think, can elevate these titles. I love the way Charlotte's, not in the main event world title scene right now. Like, she's happy, she's having fun, and I feel like her and Alexa can do a lot. Going into, um, they can do a lot going into you know, after SummerSlam, elevating these titles. Um, it it was the right decision. So yeah, I'm happy to see Alexa and Charlotte come up with the victory. New tag champions. Hopefully they go to Charlotte look good, yeah, for sure. So hopefully they can go to like Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and defend those titles. So we can get. I mean, I'm not saying like the Judgment Day couldn't elevate, but two monster stars like Charlotte and Alexa together, like I know they tried it with Bianca and Jade, and then Bianca and Naomi, but I don't think there was enough tag teams at that point. Maybe they're just gonna try it again and just kind of see you know see how it goes. But I think it's the right call for sure, 100%. So we're gonna move on to the next match, which was Sami Zayn. Well, before that, in the back we saw Nikki Bella coming in the back, like handing out pizza to Zawa, Maxine, Grayson Waller, New Day. I thought that was pretty funny. I'm glad they was able to get Nikki Bella onto the show for sure. Um, so the next match that we saw on the card, match 3, was Sami Zayn against Karrion Kross, and I guess this is where it all started to crumble for me on my picks. I went back and forth. I probably picked Sammy on some and Kross on some, but ultimately I went with Kross. They was promoting his book. Well, I think maybe in the pre-show, but then like we've also heard rumblings like him and Scarlett have not been re-signed. Contracts are going up at the end of August. And so like I guess that's kind of a telltale sign on you know what we were gonna do going forward. Like this is the second PLE that Cross has lost. Obviously there were stipulations to this match as well. But yeah, what's going on? Let's see. Yeah, for sure. Evelyn, what's up? J Money, Jeff. Thanks for being here, guys. Um, yeah, so pretty good match. You know, wasn't my favorite match on the card, but I thought it was pretty good for sure. And we saw Sami Zayn come out with the victorious. This was the third match of the trilogy against Karrion Kross. So like, I don't know what's next for Kross. Are they going to re-sign him? Is he going to leave? Him and Scarlett going to leave? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like they wouldn't re-sign him if yes. Let me put this up here. I agree, Evelyn. Like, there was a couple of matches I feel like they could have went longer. That it definitely did not have a lot of link to it. I agree. So at the end of the day, the stipulation was basically, if Sammy beat Cross, Cross would have to tell Sammy that he was wrong about him. I don't know if he whispered that to him, but I think that he's probably going to have to do something in regards to that, whether it's, do a promo, but that was part of the stipulations for it. So yeah, it was a good match, very short. But Sami Zayn did win at Night of Champions. Cross won on Raw, and now we see Sami Zayn get the rubber match, the trilogy match, on night one. So what's next for Cross? I think is the biggest question. Are they going to re-sign him? Is he going to lose? Um, is he done? Is he going to go to AEW? Like, we don't know. I mean, it's a lot of unanswered questions coming out. Like, I feel like he still has to hold up to that stipulation. But overall, it was okay. I wanted Cross to win personally. I thought that he deserved. He has a big following, a huge following on social media, especially on X. I really felt like you know he should have gotten the victory. He hasn't gotten a win on a PLE, and zero is crazy. So yeah, I mean, he lost at Night of Champions. Like they should have given Cross the win at a PLE. Sammy, has had plenty of PLE wins. Even in the main event at WrestleMania 39, he won the tag titles. So like Sammy's had big wins before. I think they did wrong by carrying Cross. That's just my opinion on that. But yeah, so Sami Zayn defeats Karrion Kross. So we're gonna move on to match number 4. This one was a big shocker to me. We had Tiffany Stratton defending the SmackDown Women's Championship against Jade Cargill, and this match only went about 7 minutes. Like Evelyn said earlier, I went 3-3 on my predictions. But this was another. I lost this one as well. I lost Cross, Karen Cross. I lost that. I lost Jay Cargill, and I lost Jelly Roll match. I did not expect that. But yeah. But some fun facts about Tiffany Stratton. I guess she's getting that rocket ship. She's actually this was her 7th um title defense in 2025. She's won all 7 of them. She's also undefeated in 2025 with a record of 14-0. So like that's very impressive. Like I said, Jade is definitely coming around, but I feel like her matches just don't have a whole lot of length. But I think that's just what kind of character and what type of wrestler she is. She normally beats people pretty quick. I mean, it wasn't a terrible match, like I said, but I feel like I was definitely shocked by the outcome. I thought that it was a waste to me for them to push Jade so hard, to have her win Queen of the Ring, to beat Asuka, to beat Roxanne Perez, big wins like that, and then to fall short at SummerSlam to Tiffany Stratton, even though Tiffany, has got that rocket ship and undefeated in 2025. I think the key to the match was, Jade did hit her finisher, jaded. And then obviously the cover that she does, she did it too close to the ropes. So, Tiffany's hand or leg was on the rope. So obviously that broke it up. And so then, you know, Tiffany recovered. Jade did try to get back up on the middle rope, and hit Jaded again. On Tiffany Stratton, but Tiffany was able to maneuver and get to the very top and do like a back body slam off the top rope. And then Tiffany Stratton goes on to hit the prettiest moonsault ever, and she retained the SmackDown Women's Championship. For me, this was probably the second biggest shock of the night. I fully expected Jade to win here. Okay, I'm gonna put this comment over because I love it. Evelyn says, nah, and Cardi B voice. What was the reason? Why they write Jade to lose for real after all that? Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. Her winning Queen of the Ring. Just the big push. I don't get it. I think I think Tiffany's okay. She's had the title for a while, over 200 days. I don't understand why they did such a big push for Tiffany Stratton if um you know if they wasn't gonna put the title on Jade. I don't get it. So I don't know what's next for Jade and what's next for Tiffany. You know, I, yeah, I gotta put this. I love this. Yeah, stay tuned for season 2 of Unreal to find out. 100%. Yeah, I do have a video coming out soon on a recap of Unreal. It's pre-recorded, but I should have it out tomorrow or Monday. So what's next for Jade? I do know Bianca Belair is cleared. She's supposed to be back Friday on SmackDown. Obviously, we're probably going to see a draft of some sort, and we're going to hopefully it's going to shake some stuff up. Could we see Bianca and Tiffany in Paris? I think that could be a possibility. Maybe Jade calls Bianca. I don't know. I have no idea where they're going with this. After what happened, I honestly have no idea what they're going to do. I don't know what's next for Tiffany or Jade to this point. So yeah, Tiffany Stratton retains, and yeah, I'm really shocked. I thought Jay was winning the title, but congrats to Tiffany. She is undefeated, 14-0 in 2025, like I said earlier, and that was her 7th consecutive title defense, which I thought was pretty impressive for 2025. I mean, she's kind of got the little push bump ever since she beat Charlotte at WrestleMania. So all right, so we're gonna move on to match number. Let's see. I have notes, guys, so just bear with me. Let's see. Just 1 second, guys. So okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're gonna go to match number 5. Because this is match 5, which was Jelly Roll and Randy Orton going up against Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Regardless if you like Logan or not, like this match was just crazy good. You know, especially him being on top rope with 2 prime bottles, doing that freaking crazy flip onto Jelly Roll, onto the table outside. Just crazy. He's so athletic. It's so crazy. Everybody was kind of, knocking Jelly Roll, saying, oh, he's a country singer and all that. But, at the end of the day, I feel like he did pretty good. He has, dropped a lot of weight. I felt like, for a celebrity, like he definitely did better than like Travis Scott. That's for sure. So yeah, I think that, I think that the match was for me, one of the matches of the night. I think that, yeah, I honestly I picked Jelly Roll and Randy Orton. I thought that they was not gonna have a celebrity lose. But I was wrong. I went 3-3. Evelyn said this result actually shocked me. However, I did see the long term storytelling angle with Jelly Roll training so hard next time he'll get the win. Yeah, I think this is ultimately going to lead to maybe Jelly Roll and Logan Paul, maybe like WrestleMania or something like that. A lot of big moves in this match. Back and forth. At one point in time when Logan Paul hit that move, we thought like Jelly Roll was going to get like medical was out there to like escort him to the back. But ultimately he was like, oh, I'm not doing that. I'm coming back into the match. And he did come back in with a valiant effort. But yeah, like I said, he jumped off the top rope. It's just, I don't know, crazy match. For me, one of the matches of the night, like wrestling wise. I know people can't stand Logan Paul, but man, he can really go in the ring. But basically, the finisher was Logan Paul hit the splash off the top rope on Jelly Roll and got the win. So, like Evelyn was saying in the comments, this is definitely long term storytelling with Jelly Roll. I feel like Logan getting the win on Jelly Roll, like they're probably going to run it back. Maybe just a singles match with Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. WrestleMania sounds like a good place for that. And Jelly Roll can get that win back. But yeah, that was, like I said, definitely another match that I lost and was definitely surprised about. So we will get to the main event of the evening, and that was for the World Heavyweight Champion, the Raw World Heavyweight Championship, which was Gunther defending against CM Punk. This was this was a crazy match. I felt like Gunther did what he was supposed to do. Punk did what he was supposed to do. A lot of counters, a lot of spots where he thought Gunther may win. CM Punk, he held his own. Like he did really well. I think the worst part for me is obviously there's a report out about Gunther having some kind of issues with his nose, so like he may be taking some time off like away from TV. So like you can kind of see him go over behind like the table, and I don't know if he like cut himself or whatever, but Obviously he just started to like gushing blood. Like I don't know if it was coming from his. I think it was coming from his nose. But it was everywhere, like on top of his head. Um, Gunther did try to put CM Punk to sleep. He come out of it. CM Punk hit his finisher twice on Gunther. The go to sleep. He hit it twice, and he got the 1, 2, 3 with CM Punk winning the World Heavyweight Championship, or so we thought. Um, you know, there's been so much speculation over the last month on whether this was a work with Seth Rollins. I mean, they even definitely fooled me for sure. But Becky Lynch put the tweet out afterwards. She was in Gorilla, talking about don't believe everything you see on the internet. So I think they used her like as far as for the social media posts and stuff like that in order for for WWE to throw us off that it was actually a work. Funny fact is CM Punk was only the World Heavyweight Champion for 5 minutes and 10 seconds, which was about 34 or 35 seconds shorter than what happened when Drew won the title and was cashed in on by Priest. So Punk was the champion for a whole 5 minutes. We hear Seth Rollins' music hit, and he comes out there with Paul Heyman with the briefcase. He's like jabbering with Punk. Punk's had a long match, so like he's basically out of it. Like it took everything he had to get that win. Um, but yeah, it was. Yeah, Evelyn, you're correct. It was 100% emotional roller coaster for sure. It was for me for sure. But yeah. So at the end of the day, Seth comes out with the briefcase, and you know, Seth comes out on crutches, and Paul comes out with him, with the briefcase. And I'm like, all right, so maybe he's just gonna like mess with him, um, play some mind games. Maybe he really is hurt. And then obviously we see Seth Rollins turn around, drop the crutches, take the brace off, and I'm like, yep, they got us. Hook, line, and sinker, 1,000% they got us. So yeah, it's and then obviously we see Seth, run down to the ring. He does hit CM Punk a couple of times with the briefcase. I mean, Punk did try to fight him off for a minute, but he was just gassed. It was just a perfect opportunity for Seth to cash in. WWE just worked us. Like it is what it is. It's just one of those things. Like I said this on a couple streams ago. Like depending on what main events, like they gotta have something big at the end of the show. If Punk and Gunther are gonna main event, like Punk winning the title is great, but it's gonna send the fans home happy. But with this being the first two night at SummerSlam, like, is it gonna be like earth shattering where the IWC is crashing out, or everybody on Facebook or YouTube or X or Instagram or TikTok, like everybody's talking about it. And with the Seth cash in, they're like absolutely doing that. Like that's all I see all over the timeline, for sure. So, um, Seth hits him twice with the briefcase. Hits the stomp. He brings the ref down, obviously. Then the ref announces he's cashing in. Hits him with the briefcase twice. Hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, CM Punk, your world title reign was 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Our new world heavyweight champion is Seth Rollins. Um, it is what it is. Just a huge work, well played by WWE. I do feel bad for Punk because it just seems like he just keeps coming up on the short end of the stick. I do expect Punk to get a match soon. Maybe another match with Rollins. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it. I was just showing you my shirt really quick. Um, I don't really know how they're gonna do it. I was told that maybe they were supposed to do a Seth Rollins LA Knight match at SummerSlam, but obviously they were planning this work, so that didn't happen. So maybe we see Seth and LA Knight for the title at Clash in Paris, or maybe we just see Seth and Punk. I don't know. I don't. I'm sure Punk's not going to be happy, and he's going to be coming after Seth. Like this whole intertwined like storyline is with Punk and Jay and Roman against Seth and Bronson and Braun Breaker. Like it's far from over. Like this is going to be going because they're going to have to add like Seth and them are going to probably going to have to add another person to this faction. I heard like all the rumors that Seth's going to cash in on Cody or Cena, like whoever wins that match. Later on, I'm sure it's like midnight. Yeah, it's close to midnight. But yeah, all the rumors were running rampant that Seth was going to cash in on the winner of Cody and Cena. I wasn't buying that for a second. Seth and Cody had a couple of interactions and there was nothing ever anything physical. Now, possibly Cena if he had, if Cena wins, because Cena did take out Seth and the whole faction at Night of Champions, but storyline wise, Seth did say like, and this guy went on like the Rich Eisen show, like, he was doing like videos with his daughter, like on crutches and everything. So man, they really put in. Even Triple H was like, "Oh, it's just crazy how somebody heals that fast in 3 weeks," and we're gonna have to talk to medical about that, and just back and forth on. He was just trying to play it off. Obviously a Triple H, how he is with that. Yeah, Seth Rollins cashed in, and he's our new world heavyweight champion on Raw. So it's going to be interesting to see, where we go from here, as far as what's next for Punk, what's next for Seth. What do you guys think? If you want to put something in the comments, obviously, that'd be great. We're actually live on YouTube, X, and we're also live on so we're live on a couple different platforms. So yeah, crazy night, crazy finish. Seth Rollins is a new champ. Obviously, we saw them come up at the post conference. Let's see. So Evelyn says, "No, he didn't. It was just like, oh, there was too much fluid around his knees, so he can't do an MRI." Which that was kind of a telltale sign. I wanted to believe they were telling the truth, but ultimately, like I said, with Punk Gunther main eventing, it made sense for them to go ahead and have Seth either prevent Punk. I thought maybe Seth, if it was a work, maybe Seth would prevent Punk from even winning the title. Period. Evelyn also like legitimate medical updates from a doctor. Every time I heard he hadn't went yet. Yeah, that's exactly right. 100%. So yeah, definitely crazy night. I don't know. I'm still like trying to process everything. WWE got one over on me for sure. I'm interested to see where they go now. With this, now Seth being the champion. I mean, I knew that was gonna ultimately be the goal, Once that faction was formed, I just didn't know how it was going to happen and when it was going to happen. Um, I think we're going to see a lot more of the Roman, Bronson, Jay, Breaker, Seth Punk, something like that. But like I said, guys, like don't get your hopes up for Roman and Breaker. Like I don't think that's happening until I don't know, probably maybe WrestleMania. Um, it's going to be something bigger than Clash in Paris. Like Breaker spearing Roman tonight was kind of a you know a precursor, like a note, like a breadcrumb, another breadcrumb that the WWE likes to throw out there. Like Roman's not going to forget about it, but he did save Jay. Um, yeah, burnt Cena for sure. Um, but yeah, so that's pretty much it for night one. I'll just kind of give you the matches for night two. In case you've been living under a rock. Um, night two, I call it SummerSlam Night Two title. Title night two basically because there's all title matches. Um, so for night two, we're gonna see Dominic Mysterio defend against the Intercontinental title against AJ Styles. Looking forward to that. Solo Sikoa defending the United States title against Jacob Fatu in a steel cage. That is going to be great, excellent, love it. Can't wait for it. Probably going to be one of the top two matches of the night. I feel like Dom AJ is going to be great as well. We're going to see Becky Lynch defend the Intercontinental Championship against Lyra Valkyria. Obviously, there's stipulations. If Lyra loses, she cannot challenge for the Intercontinental Championship again while Becky Lynch is still the champion. And Becky Lynch put a stipulation in for herself, no count out, no DQ. So basically a street fight, so to speak. So yeah, looking forward to that. Some shenanigans there. What I think is going to open night two is for the Raw Women's Championship, Naomi defending against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. That's going to absolutely cook. And then we're going to have finally get a SmackDown title match on a PLE. We're going to have the White Six defending against Ray Phoenix and Andrade, the Motor City Machine Guns, the Street Profits, DIY, sorry, and Praxium in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. That is absolutely going to cook as well. I cannot wait for that match. And then the main event of SummerSlam, what I've been waiting for. It's going to be a street fight. John Cena, whether we saw SmackDown, you know, are we seeing another Rouge? Kind of like what Seth did. I mean, is Cena really turned back face on SmackDown? We'll see tomorrow night. But we're gonna have John Cena defending against Cody Rhodes in a street fight. Yeah, I'm tomorrow's card. I'm locked in for. I think it's all title matches. So I look for a couple title changes, hopefully, and definitely a great ending to SummerSlam. Triple H did say, if you guys miss tonight, like you want to come back tomorrow, because the best is yet to come. So that makes me think like there's going to be something big happen in the Cody Cena match. We don't have to worry about Seth cashing in. So are we going to finally see Cody Rhodes turn heel? Or is he finally going to sell his soul to the final boss? Is The Rock going to show up? There's so many variables that could go down. Is Cody just going to beat John Cena and get the title back, or is John Cena going to win? And they have another match at the end of Cena's career. Like I think he only has what 8 to 10 dates left after SummerSlam, so it's winding down. We'll see about this face turn on SmackDown from Cena. I'm not really buying it 100%. I think it could be a ruse. Hopefully, it's not, because that's what I'm wanting. I want him to go back face, and I want to see Cody Rhodes as a heel. But yeah, that's going to basically wrap up SummerSlam Night 2 tomorrow, 6 p.m. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Just want to say thank you guys for coming out tonight. Obviously, like I said, I was supposed to start at 10:45 p.m. Eastern. I got to mix up on the time of how long the event was going to go on. I already have the Night 2 recap scheduled for the same time tomorrow at 11:45 p.m. Eastern. We will have the SummerSlam Night 2 recap. Yeah, we're gonna have that on tomorrow night. So you guys come back and tune in. It's gonna be a great show. Can't wait. But yeah, thank you to everybody on X and obviously on the YouTube channel. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Obviously, you can find me on X at the EVP CJP. You can see at the bottom of the screen. Instagram is at EVP CJP again. And then if you're not subbed to my YouTube channel, it is at the EVP show. So with that being said, guys, it was a wild night. Night 1. We got one more night to go. I expected to top night 1. So with that being said, thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys tomorrow night, 11:45 p.m. Eastern, for the SummerSlam Night 2 recap. Thank you all. Just let me make sure that I didn't miss anyone's comment before we end. I'm sorry. I think I got everybody. Thank you, WrestleFade, Elliot, Ryan, Zero for coming in to help, Kyle, Evelyn, thanks for participation, J Money, and I can't see too many. I can see that a lot of people are on. I just don't know who. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow night at 11:45 p.m. Eastern, back on the EVP show, and I am the EVP. Good night, and I'm going to try to play my outro video. So, good night.
CJP's your guide, let's start the show. Tag teams breaking, factions shaking. He's got the scoop for moves they're faking. Built on the line, dreams on display. The EVP show keeps the drama in play. It's good. Let's go where the heroes rise and the legends grow. CJP brings the shots, the EVP show is out of control.
Good night, guys.